Hi, this is my review of Slugfest, Where Now, the Wendigo. This is a short campaign, 3 issues contained in a single volume. If you do not know what Slugfest is, please check out the link in the description below. It will take you to my review of that solo and cooperative superhero skirmish game. In Where Now, the Wendigo, your team of heroes will have to fight against a supernatural horror from the great North Woods of Canada. And there is also another force, another mastermind behind all of this. Now, let's talk about the quality of the PDF. There are no bookmarks, but the document is somewhat short, only 13 pages long, so it's not going to be difficult for you to move through the entire PDF. The illustrations are great, they fit the storyline, the theme, they are in black and white, somewhat retro in style, and everything is well written, organized and explained. So overall the quality is pretty good. There are no maps, but the description of the battlefield layouts is pretty much perfect. Now let's talk about the contents. I'm going to give you the basic premise without spoiling the sort of major points or major things that you will encounter in the adventure. I'm going to keep things ambiguous. So there is this alchemist by the name of Alchemo. He is immortal and has resurfaced to menace the modern world. He is looking to build up an army of alchemically powered creatures. He has been kidnapping people to use as test subjects and has recently become aware that in the great Canadian woods there is a hunter that has been killing and eating people, and because of that he has attracted the curse of the northern woods, the curse of the Wendigo. He is now a creature of myth and legend, and Alchemo wants to add that creature to his ranks and to use him in his alchemical research to create an army of Wendigos. The authorities cannot deal with the Wendigo, so they have requested that your team of superheroes take matters into their own hands. So your objective is to defeat the Wendigo, but you also need to carry out some investigations to realize that Alchemo is also after the Wendigo for nefarious purposes. So the sort of situations that you will encounter in this campaign are encounters and battles in the wilderness, but also in a few more artificial environments, let's say. The entire theme of this adventure is fighting not only your enemies, but also nature gone wrong. Alchemo has been using his alchemical substances on nature, and now the very forest has been modified to present a supernatural threat for your team of superheroes. The Wendigo is quite formidable. Not only is he able to take on entire groups of superheroes, he also has special attacks that are activated using the event plot deck. His wail will affect the team of superheroes with heavy penalties and modifiers. And the very roots of the earth itself will present both a hindrance and a lethal threat. You will also have to rescue civilians and victims as you are fighting. You may even find some help amongst these non-player characters. There are moments in this campaign where it feels like an investigation/chase sequence of events. You will need to track down Alchemo as he attacks you from the shadows, and depending on your results from these investigation/chase checks, subsequent encounters will be affected by these results. If you manage to survive and face off against Alchemo himself, you will see that his alchemical substances and creations may end up weakening your fighting capacity or even hurting you directly. So overall, what do I think of Where Now, the Wendigo? I think this is an excellent mini-campaign, and it's very easy to connect it to other campaigns or even some one-shot scenarios. When I compare it with the Ultimax Imperative that I reviewed previously, they create a rather nice contrast. You have a technological menace on the Ultimax Imperative, and here in Where Now, the Wendigo, you have an occult threat. You have a very powerful monster, the Wendigo, and Alchemo alongside his creations. This campaign feels a bit more moody, slightly more horror themed, with a good pace of standard combats, chase and investigation, and a final confrontation. It also feels slightly shorter than the Ultimax Imperative, but at the same time, in my opinion, it feels more challenging because of the different alchemical effects that Alchemo is going to be using to harass the team of superheroes, and because of how powerful the Wendigo is, especially because of the things that he will be able to do through the results of the event cards. So I highly recommend that you get Where Now, the Wendigo. Thanks for watching my review. Remember to check out the links in the description below for my complete playlist of Slugfest, including the core book review and my review of the scenarios so far. There is another campaign that is going to come out pretty soon. I do not know when exactly, but when it comes out, I will be reviewing that as well. So once again, thank you for watching, and thank you so much to those that have been supporting the channel by sending DriveThruRPG gift certificates. If anyone else wants to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.